everybody, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know, my name is Faith and thank you for being here. If you can't tell, today we are joined by an esteemed guest, Steggy the Stegosaurus. Everyone say hi, Steggy. Steggy says hi back. Steggy sits at my bookshelf guarding my books all the time, and if you guys didn't know, I love dinosaurs. If you follow my Instagram, you already know that, and if you aren't following my Instagram, why not? It's in the description, go follow it. Anyways, let's get into today's video, which is me giving you my unpopular bookish opinions. Let's get right into it. Please remember, these are not facts, these are just my opinions, and you are more than welcome to disagree. So my first one is that I like the cartoon covers. Like with cartoon people, I don't have a problem with it at all. The only covers that will like turn me away is the real people. Like this, I don't like this. I've also heard that this isn't what Kingfisher actually looks like. I haven't read this yet, so I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know if you can see it. There's like a silver tear running down his face. I've heard people say that that doesn't make sense with what's written in the book. I don't know if that's true. Like I said, I haven't read it. Cartoon covers I'm fine with. It's real people on the covers that I don't like. Like, this is so cute. Are you kidding? This is so cute. This is adorable. I love that. Don't get me wrong though, I also like when there's no people on the covers. Like with these books, like this is really simple and I think that that's fine and it's cute. I see people say they won't read anything with a cartoon cover. I will. To each their own. Some of them I will say are a bit weird looking, so I get that. The only covers that will turn me away is if it's like real people. Okay, next is that I wish authors would switch things up more. I love her so much, but I'm gonna use her as an example. Anna Huang, all of her books follow the same basic plotline, which is the couple isn't together, then they are together, and there's some form of like miscommunication, and then they break up, and then they get back together at the end. And then the last 50 pages of the book or so fix everything, and everything's corrected in the world. Like I said, I love Anna Huang. I just wish there'd be a bit more mix up. I also have not read The Striker, so if The Striker doesn't follow that, sorry, I don't know that. But most of her books do follow that plot line. She mixes up the tropes at least. Twisted Love is Brother's Best Friend, Twisted Games, Princess Bodyguard, Twisted Hate, Best Friend's Brother / Enemies to Lovers, Twisted Lies is Strangers to Lovers, and also Fake Dating. So I appreciate that she mixes it up like that, and most authors who do interconnected standalones do it like that. I just wish they don't all need miscommunication. They don't all need a third act breakup. Next, I like going into books blind. I rarely will read the summary. I'll read the summary if I'm book shopping and I see a book I've never heard of, I've never heard anyone talk about it, then I'll read it. I follow people on Instagram who have similar book tastes as me. If I see them praising a book, I'll probably pick it up and read it without reading the description. And the book that I can think of that justifies that is House of Earth and Blood in the Crescent City series. I went into that book completely blind. I'm not going to spoil it, but on page like 64 or something happens, and that something is spoiled in the summary, but I didn't read the summary, so when that happened I was like completely shocked. Whereas if I read the summary, I would not have been nearly as surprised, if surprised at all. So that's my defense. Next, and I touched on this in my last video, my Boys of Tommen video, which y'all should go watch that if you didn't, if you've liked Boys of Tommen. Anyways, I don't think YA books should contain smut at all. None, absolutely none. Closed Door or Fade to Black is one thing I think you can argue that. I think of Breaking Dawn had Closed Door, and I don't think that book was inappropriate for young adults. I'm not a parent. If you let your kids read that, that's completely up to you. I just think books whose target age range is 12 to 18 should not contain sex. Because yes, anyone can read YA, but like I said, the targeted age is 12 to 18. I find that inappropriate to have books specifically marketed towards that age group that have sex. That's just my opinion though. If you disagree with any of these, that's fine. These are just my opinions. Next, you are not better than anybody else because of the genre of books that you read. I'm going to use an example that I see a lot of. I see a lot of people who read classic books hating on people who don't read classic books. You're not better than me because you read classics. Sorry, I know some of you guys might lose your heads thinking that you are, but you are not. Everyone reads for different reasons. Some people use it as a method of escape. Some people use it just for enjoyment. Some people just want to have a good time, like me. Some people do read wanting to have every single book they read be a literary masterpiece. I don't open a book expecting to be like completely blown away. Do I love when that happens? Yeah, but it doesn't always happen. Most of the hate I see for ACOTAR in Fourth Wing are people saying like, oh, the writing's terrible. It's not a literary masterpiece, of course, but is it terrible? In my opinion, no. I read for enjoyment. I read to have a good time. I have a good time reading those books, so I like them. If you don't like them, that's okay. You don't have to. That's the thing. Everyone has different tastes. Not everyone's gonna like the same things as everyone else. And if they did, the world would be boring. You're not better than anyone else just because of the genres you read. If you think you are, you're not. I'm so sorry to be the one to break that to you, but you're not. Okay, next, I will open a book and choose not to read it because of the font and margins. If the font is super tiny and there's a crap ton of words on every page and the words start at the very, very, very tippy top of the page and at the very, very bottom, no. No, I don't like that. Like, why are you putting so many words on the page? Why? I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Fourth Wing. I love those books. There's so many words on those pages. Guys, it takes me like 2 minutes to read a page. No, that's insane. Because the more words you put on a page, the slower I read it, obviously. I just don't like it. My next one is that I don't care if something is first person or third person. I've seen videos like this where people say, oh, I opened this really popular book expecting to love it, but then I saw it written in first person, immediately had to put it down. Or the same for third person. I never really pay attention to that. I'd say I prefer first person, but I won't really even think about it that much. I do understand why people prefer one over the other. I just don't have a preference, honestly. So I don't know if that's really unpopular opinion. Okay, and I have to end with one about an epilogue. So lastly, epilogues should be short, 5 pages, absolute max. 3 or 4 is probably the sweet spot, but anything more than 5, I'm just like, you're doing too much. And they don't always need to contain a wedding, a proposal, a birth announcement, or kids. I like Ali Hazelwood's epilogues. They're usually set within a year of the book ending, and they are just like a little update on how the couple's doing. I like that. I like when they contain something that was like talked about a lot throughout the book. So for example, if one of the characters was like, I've always wanted to go to the symphony, in the epilogue it could be they get tickets to the symphony and they're at the symphony, they get to go to the symphony, stuff like that. Those are my unpopular opinions. I have more, but I made a long video last week, so I wanted a shorter video this week. So I hope this wasn't too long for you guys. Feel free to share your unpopular opinions in the comments, or if you disagree with any, tell me why. And that's fine. I fully expect people to disagree with things that I said, which is fine. Like I said, they're opinions. People are allowed to disagree. I'm gonna try and get a video out every Sunday at noon Central Time. Last week's was out on Monday because the coloring for the video was so messed up when I exported it. So I was literally fiddling with the colors for over 24 hours. And I kind of just had to say, this is as good as it's gonna get. And I had to publish it how it was. So if the coloring in that video was messed up, I apologize. If the coloring in this video is messed up, I apologize. I'll get it as best as I can. I do think I fixed the problem. Can't guarantee it though. We'll see. Yeah, that's really all that I have for you guys today. Like I said, short video. I hope to see you all in my next one. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel and follow my Instagram. It's in the description. That's all I have for you guys today. So I hope you all have a phenomenal week ahead of you. For those of you on spring break or about to be on spring break, enjoy, have fun, have a great time. Love you guys. Bye.